Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome to the wolfpack. So this is a Minecraft with the direwolf 20 on our server. Now not that much has changed so far on the server itself. Chazzy is still just building on his village, and other than that we actually haven't played all that much. So yeah, nothing too new to report, but I have been working on my thaumcraft, and I feel it's a good idea to give you guys a little bit of a rundown how I actually got started with wrapping my head around thaumcraft, I should say. Now, I did use a guide, so if you go on YouTube and you look for Minecraft thaumcraft 4 guide, you'll actually find a pretty good one. That's at least like 40 episodes long, but all you really need is the first 10-11 episodes just to get you going. But really handy stuff, and I highly recommend it if you're stuck a little bit on thaumcraft to use it. And it does look like we have a little bit of an accident here with the crucible, because I lost all my water, and we've got some of this weird sludge hanging around the place. So let's see if I can maybe quickly fix that before I continue. So I can always go downstairs and with my, there we go, with my electric jetpack I can stop me from taking too much fall damage. Let's also see if I still have some stone, but I don't. So here we go, some stone bricks is also what I can use, and let's quickly recharge my my jetpack just in case. So here we go, that's fully charged, quite nice. And yeah, let's clean up a little bit. So you can already tell that I've been making some stuff in the crucible. So there it goes. And did I actually lose one more than I wanted to? Does look like it, but it should be okay. So let's replace these two, and let's get this out like that. Say goodbye leftover magic stuff, and let's refill the cauldron so that I can actually reuse it by putting stuff in it. I also built an Infernal Furnace. Actually, the last item I built, pretty difficult to actually complete, but it's also pretty cool. Let's say that I want to put some of these spruce logs in the top. It will actually function like a normal furnace. Oops, I do have to put them in there. Here we go. Without actually any energy input, and then it will slowly spit out whatever comes of this. That's pretty cool. There you go, here comes the charcoal. But it does take some time, so it's not as efficient or as fast as the classical furnaces or the industrial craft ones. But it is pretty damn cool, and this guy keeps yeah, spitting out stuff that I can actually use. So yeah, let's say that you want to start some thaumcraft and you're actually stuck. What you'll find out on your own without too much trouble is probably stuff like the work table, the research table. Then you just need like some paper and ink. You will probably also be able to get the thermometer on your own, the book of course, the Thermonomicon. That shouldn't be a big deal either. But after that you can really be stuck a little bit on gathering all the aspects, and that's really been what the guide that I saw helped me most with. If I go to the Thermonomicon, you have here aspects of magic, and it's actually quite a lot of them. Stuff like Oram, and especially here Cognitio, Corpus, Exanimis. All of these combinations, if you see them in the guide, you can easily recreate them, and thus get you going on discovering all the necessary stuff for the researches that you unlock. So after that, if you go here for instance, and let's say that I want another one, I could always take, for instance, Vacuous. I was most interested in the Golems, and this is actually the one that you use in order to create, oh no, it's actually not Vacuous. What the hell? I thought it was Vacuous. I thought that was the one you used to create golem stuff. I might just have run out though. Let's try something else. Maybe on this one. Does that create something? Here we go. Golem core harvest. for instance. I think I already have that actually, but okay, just to show it to you guys, I might give it to someone else on the server. And after that, of course, you need different of these aspects. Are they just called aspects? Yeah, aspects, in order to unlock these runes and thus complete the research. The guide really helped me get going, and it also helped me unlock this stuff right here, the deconstruction table, which is really super important because it's actually a great source for more of these basic aspects, and then once you have a lot of those, you can actually recombine them into the more advanced ones. So yeah, I would say if you want to do some thaumcraft and you follow that guide a little bit, get to the point where you have this deconstruction table, and then you're really in a great place. Now, concerning the deconstruction table, you can see my charcoal going here, which is not very efficient. As you can see, I get a lot of them without any of the aspects. That's because it's such a simple thing. Oh, that actually reminds me, I also wanted to test out the same thing with torches, because they're even more cheap. But that's actually also going very, very slowly. But for the rest, actually, so this is for like Ignis and what was the other one? Ignis and Potentia, I think. I'm trying to find a good source for that, but for everything else, honestly, I have a great source. So if you finally get to this point and you want some more of these aspects, get bread. I'll show you what it does for bread. Here we go, here comes bread, and that's 1. 2, here we go, air aspect, and here it's gonna do another one. Here we go, ordo aspect right away. Here comes another one, and 2, again ordo aspect. So this is actually an enormously potential source. Here it comes Terra, for these cheap basic aspects, which you can then recombine in more advanced stuff. As you can see, every 1 or 2 bread and even water as well, you get an aspect, and you actually get ordo, air, water and earth from bread. So all you really need other than that is Ignis and Potentia, which you do get from something like charcoal. It's just not as efficient. But yeah, bread, you know, with a deconstruction table, endless source of research, endless source of these aspects. So I really think that's a great tip. I just tried it on a whim, but look at how much I get from just 1 stack of bread. So get those farms going. And this is an incredible resource for these aspects in thaumcraft. Here we go. It switches to 3, 4. Here we that's actually a bad run, but yeah, 4. Then I get another Terra, and I actually did just get a good run of aspects from a single one, and it even gave this one Perditio as well. So it's really everything you need except for the fire and the potentia ones, which you do get from charcoal, which is also pretty easy to produce. You won't get a lot of them, and torches doesn't seem to be good either. So yeah, that's definitely the tip that I wanted to give you guys. Consider going with a guide up to the deconstruction table, then look into using bread in that. It's super powerful, super handy. You'll get an incredible, almost an exhaustless resource for these aspects and your research. After that, I've really had a lot of fun trying to get to the golems, and that's actually been working out. And my OCD is actually striking. I feel I have to keep going, but I'll leave this behind a little bit, and I'll show you guys. So what I did manage to do here is indeed the Infernal Furnace. Pretty cool stuff. After the guide, pretty much on my own. It took some work, but that went quite well. And here are a couple of my first golems, a straw golem and a wood golem that I've been able to create with a simple gather core. And I've hooked them up to this chest, and if I can drop stuff, let's say that I want to drop 20 spruce wood here. Up, there we go, they activate, they start picking stuff up and bringing it to that chest. That is just so cool. You could really build, with a fill core, you could build a whole system where they can actually transport stuff over longer distances. And the wooden one actually picks up 4 items in one go. And they've mostly been just gathering the eggs from chickens that happen to wander around and lay an egg. And so that's really pretty good, pretty damn cool stuff. I really like the golems. I think I'm going to try and expand. Oops, a little bit of lag sometimes, but it's all okay. On my golemancy, and of course never always remember to use the thermometer as much as possible. I would say at the moment, at the point where I am, thanks to those deconstruction tables, the biggest hurdle is finding all the nodes you need to recharge your wands whenever you're really producing stuff. But thaumcraft, it's a lot of fun. It just takes a little bit of doing to get it going when you first start, and I think the hardest trick, something that really a guide helps a lot with, is finding all of these aspects. And for that, maybe I'll just quickly go over all of these pages in case you don't want to go to another video. Here are all of them with how to make them. Oh, and it actually shows the items. Oh, that's actually pretty handy. I didn't know that. It actually will show you all the items as well that you can use in the cauldron in order to get them these different aspects, and this should give you an idea as well of all of them that I have up to now. I think I'm close to all of them actually, because I haven't really encountered any real problems anymore, but it's quite a lot, and if you don't have something to base yourself off of, you'll be in for quite a long attempt to discover all of them with quite a lot of waste. And honestly, if you don't have some of the advanced ones, you probably won't get to the deconstruction table either, which is really a must to have a smooth transition into thaumcraft. But here you go, then we get some ignis from charcoal, but as you see, we can easily go 10-20 of them without an aspect, so I do still need a better source for ignis and potentia. If I find it, I'll let you know for sure, but this bread is I think a great tip for anyone that is in need of some more of these aspects. And here we go, even more aqua. Awesome stuff that I've discovered by accident. It really just keeps pumping them out. I wouldn't be surprised if you get 40 to 50 aspects from a single stack of bread. That's just yeah, perfect. Pretty much as good as it gets. And I hope that I'll find something as good for the other ones that I still need. But yeah, let's just finish off this this entire stack here. And some more aqua, and finally even more aqua. And then if you go look at my workbench, we have quite a lot of aqua, good amounts of air as well. My Terra is quite high too, so with this and then water, I can create a lot of life if I want to. There you go, 22 up to 30, and this really helps you to get going with all the different researches and everything like that. So yeah, just do that search if you're stuck a little bit. Thaumcraft 4 guide is what you'll need in order to find it in the search box. But I'm having a lot of fun. We're just not playing extremely fanatically. I also want to spend some time in EVE Online as well. I have some plans there. But yeah, we're still going as well on the Minecraft server, and I've been doing quite nicely in thaumcraft. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you all next time.